guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day out there. And for those of you that are fathers, happy Father's Day. And really quick, I want to give a quick shout out to my kids, Caprina, Sierra, Orlando, and Cibriana. I love you guys. And as you guys can see from the thumbnail, I knew you guys knew this video was coming. Today I want to talk about the 5 things that I really love / like about the Chevrolet Corvette C8. Let's get into the video. So check it out, guys. First off, the number one thing that I really like about this car is the looks. I mean, look at it. It is a wonderful looking vehicle. I think Chevrolet did a fantastic job with the looks of this C8 mid-engine car. Everywhere I go, especially if I go to like a gas station or somewhere to fill it up, everyone's always asking me or telling me that this car looks fantastic. Oh, I love your car. I love your car. Somebody's always stopping. And kids everywhere, they always see the car and they look and they say, oh, it's nice. It's a beautiful vehicle. I really like that, you know? And if I'm at a car show or something like that, and a kid wants to, you know, get in the car, or if I see a kid at a car show and he wants to check the car out, hey, I open the car door, let him sit in there, and if he wants to start it up, he can start it up. You know, all of the above. Because I was a kid once upon a time, so I remember that. And I'm sure that kid will remember the experience of me letting him sit in the car. All right, guys, let's get into number 2. The thing that I like about the Corvette C8 is the dual clutch transmission. The DCT transmission in this car is fantastic. It shifts so quick. I have no issues downshifting, upshifting. I just love it. There's no issues. The computer, to me, some people say, oh, you know, especially with the C7, that the car will think about downshifting or upshifting. With this new C8, no. With the dual clutch transmission, no issues. It's really, really smart. It's intuitive. When you put it into manual mode and you upshift or downshift, you don't get that loud, forceful bang when it shifts into gear or even downshifting. No, it's great. I don't know if a lot of people know about this. You can hold both paddle shifters down at the same time and you can free rev the engine. It decouples the actual transmission for a little bit so you can actually free rev it. So that's pretty cool. And then once you let them go, it actually goes back into drive. Guys, so the third thing that I really like about this Corvette C8 are the Brembo brakes. They are fantastic. When you hit the brakes, I've hit these brakes in like kind of like an emergency stop situation, and I mean, it just stops on the dime. You got 4 piston calibers in the front and you got 4 piston calibers in the rear. It stops phenomenally. Now, this is what I really like about it. When you hit the brakes, the car starts to slow down, and then once you hit the brakes even harder, it really locks in. But when it really locks in, guys, the ABS doesn't kick in yet. I mean, you have to really push them hard for the ABS to kick in. So what I'm trying to say, you can go really deep into hard braking before the ABS actually kicks in. So I really like that. I mean, I push hard on the brakes, and this thing was just, I mean, it was stopping on the dime. I didn't have to worry about the ABS kicking in at all. You know how it kicks the pedal back, the brake pedal back when you try to stop really hard? No, this thing just gripped. All of the brake calibers gripped the rotors, and I mean, this thing just stopped. The brakes on this car are phenomenal. All right, guys, now we get into the 4th thing that I really like about this Chevrolet Corvette mid-engine C8. So it is going to be the tech. This is going to be a big one. The tech. The tech on this car is crazy. There's so much going on with this car. There's so much the car is doing when you're driving it down the road that you don't even know that's going on. With the ABS, with all the driver modes, with the traction control. There's so much that the car is doing to keep you as the driver on the road. It's just fantastic. And then you go into the car, I mean, the tech is crazy. I mean, the C8 is just over the top. You have these beautiful screens. You have one there, you have one there. You have the paddle shifters. You have your mode selector right there. You have your mirror, that's a camera. And then you get into the vehicle. You got push button start. Screen comes on. Look at this, look at these screens. That's all a part of the tech package on this car. I mean, it's just fantastic. Look at this. Gorgeous. You have your traction control on and off. Right here, you have your front end lift. And then over here, you have your cameras. Look at that. We talked about this a little bit in my other video about the 5 things that I don't like, but look at this. Look at the resolution. Look at that, guys. I mean, it is just beautiful. The camera, you can see everything. It's so clear. That's part of the tech package. And then if you go to home here, look at this. Look at all the tech. Look at all these apps. All right. You got your audio, phone, you got everything. CarPlay, Apple CarPlay, Android, Auto. You have all kinds of apps you can download. You know, not everything, but there's a lot of apps you can download if you want to. I mean, it's just so much going on as far as tech in this vehicle. And then you have the mode selector right here. And I probably covered some of this in my other videos, but this is all part of the tech. Look at this. Look at all this. You have all your information here for your RPSI, the temperature for the transmission, everything, the tire pressures, everything is right here on the screen. And then you change the mode selector. Obviously that's track right there. And you can just, it automatically changes all of the different aspects of the car. When you change from weather all the way up to track, steering tights up, brakes are better, the suspension is better, the transmission shifts, and I can go on and on and on about that. That's all a part of the tech package in the new Chevrolet Corvette C8. And not to mention the stereo, the Bose stereo, guys. In this car, I really can't play any music right now because I don't want to get copyrighted, but this music, this stereo, in this vehicle sounds phenomenal. It sounds fantastic. If you guys ever get a chance to experience the stereo or talk to someone who has a C8 and they allow you to hear their stereo or mess around with the car a little bit, ask them, hey man, can I turn the stereo on? Because I would love to hear how it sounds. Gary from Gary's Ride said it sounds fantastic. I can't stress it enough at how good the stereo sounds. All right, guys, the 5th thing that I love about the C8 Corvette is the engine. The engine is fantastic. And you got a 6.2 liter V8 engine making 495 horsepower and 470 foot-pounds of torque. This engine is fantastic. Let's pop the hatch. I know there's guys out there that are having issues with their engines, but I'm not having any issues with mine. It's running, driving great. It sounds fantastic. I don't have any ticking noise or anything like that. So knock on wood, somewhere, I will knock on some wood later, guys. It's running fine. I don't have any issues. And if you really, really think about it, Chevrolet, they have been making V8s forever. So they've got it down packed when it comes to making the V8. I mean, the cross-plane crank V8, at least. They're still learning, I believe, with the LT6 V8 that is in the Z06, the flat plane crank engine. They're still learning, I think. But this car, with this engine, I think they've got it down, guys. They have got it down They've been making V8s forever. I mean, if you think about it, Arcus Dunktoff, back in the early days of the Corvette, he started it. He said, hey, the blue flame engine in the Corvettes, in the C1 Corvettes, were okay. He had a different outlook, different mindset. He said, you know what? That's a good engine, but I want more power. I want something that's gonna give the car that American muscle sound, that power that it really, really needs, that the Corvette really, really needs. So he said, hey, let's throw a V8 in there. So they've been doing it that long, guys. I say that to say this. I think they've got it down. I'm pretty sure they've got it down. That is the 5 things that I love / like about the Chevrolet Corvette C8. And there's so much more about this Chevrolet Corvette C8. I mean, I just mentioned 5 things, but they're, man, I mean, it goes on and on and on. Look at this, guys. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, we could talk about the mag ride. We can talk about the arrow. We can talk about how much downforce it has, up to 190, 180, 190 miles an hour. I mean, you could talk about the chassis. I mean, this C8 has so many good things about it that it just goes on and on and on and on. Guys, and if you like this content, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And please, comments, guys. Put comments down below because I love reading those comments, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.